Gentlemen, picture this. You finish your business at the porcelain throne, give a triumphant shake, zip up and drip. A lone renegade drop tags along like an uninvited +1 at your after-party. Sound familiar? You're not alone. In fact, post-void dribbling is a stealthy bathroom betrayal that affects millions of men every single day. But what if I told you that this embarrassing little trickle doesn't have to be your new normal? What if instead of awkwardly crossing your legs or wiping your crotch on the back of your hand, you could learn a handful of simple, completely natural techniques to end the dribble for good? Imagine gliding out of the bathroom with nothing but confidence and maybe a high five to yourself in the mirror. Today we're diving headfirst into the secret world of post-pee dribbling. What causes it, why the typical fixes you've heard about are nothing but bathroom folklore, and most importantly, how you can reclaim every last drop with minimal effort and zero medical appointments. No more mystery droplets on your favorite boxers. No more sprinting back to the bathroom 5 seconds after you thought you were done. And certainly no more ducking out of social situations, worried you'll leave a trail behind you. We'll uncover a twist you didn't see coming, one that's so simple you'll kick yourself for not trying it sooner. We'll walk through exercises, dietary tweaks, and even a clever little bathroom posture hack that'll have you wondering why you ever tolerated dribble drama in the first place. And yes, there's a bonus technique you can start tonight using nothing more than a humble folded towel. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the day you officially quit the dribble. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to pee like a pro, smooth, clean, and dribble-free. Hello, I'm Dr. Henry Carter, your friendly bathroom break whisperer and resident expert on all things pelvic. Over the past 2 decades, I've helped thousands of men reclaim their confidence one flush at a time. Think of me as the coach who teaches you to bench press your bladder instead of wrestling with stubborn dribbles. I've spent years studying the mechanics behind post-void dribbling, from the tiniest muscle fibers in your pelvic floor to the often overlooked role of hydration and tissue tone. And while I don't wear a cape, though I've considered it, I do wield a trusted arsenal of natural techniques, exercises, dietary tweaks, and sneaky little posture hacks that get results without a single prescription or expensive gadget. In this video, I'll break down exactly why those rogue drops happen, why the just do more Kegels advice only gets you halfway there, and how to apply every tip with precision so you can say goodbye to dribble drama for good. So whether you're a Kegel rookie or a seasoned pro who's still spotting moisture on your underwear stick with me, I promise you'll walk away with practical steps you can start using today, even before this video ends. Ready to meet the new dribble-free you? Let's dive in. What's really happening down there? All right, let's get under the hood, no pun intended, and talk about why that pesky post-pee dribble happens in the first place. Your urinary system is more than just a simple hose and trash bin setup. After you finish voiding, your bladder and urethra need to fully clear, and that process relies on a coordinated contraction of muscles and a healthy, flexible urinary tract lining. First up, the pelvic floor muscles. These are the unsung heroes that support your bladder and help squeeze out every last drop. Over time, due to age, lack of use, or even things like heavy lifting, without proper bracing, those muscle fibers can weaken. Think of them like a rubber band that's been overstretched. It just doesn't snap back as tightly as it used to. Next, there's urethral pouching. Imagine a small pocket forms along the tube that drains your bladder. Even if you do a perfect Kegel and squeeze like you're stopping a fire hose, a tiny reservoir can still hold residual urine slowly leaking out after you've zipped up. It's like you've rinsed your coffee mug but didn't give it that final shake, and now there's a drop clinging stubbornly to the rim. Then there's tissue tone. The lining of your urethra and surrounding fascia needs to be supple and springy. If it becomes lax or inflamed, often from dehydration, poor diet, or chronic irritation, it can create low-pressure zones where urine pools instead of flowing straight out. Picture a garden hose with a slightly collapsed section. Water slows, pools, and drips when you think it's off. Finally, let's talk about bathroom posture. You might laugh, but the angle at which you position your pelvis can drastically affect how completely your bladder empties. Slouching or leaning too far forward can kink the urethra, like pinching a garden hose mid-flow, leaving a little behind. So when you combine weakened pelvic muscles, urethral pouching, lax tissues, and suboptimal posture, you've got the perfect storm for a post-void drip. The good news: Each of these factors is totally reversible or improvable with the right approach. In the upcoming sections, we'll tackle each one, strengthening those pelvic floor fibers, reducing pouching with simple exercises, boosting tissue tone through targeted nutrition and hydration, and mastering the optimal bathroom stance. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what's going wrong, and more importantly, how to fix it. No more leaving little wet surprises behind. Get ready to learn the natural, zero-shame solutions that will put an end to your dribble drama once and for all. Why all those old fixes fail? You've probably tried the classics, crossing your legs like a secret agent, dancing in place midstream, even standing on one foot as if you're doing some half-baked yoga pose. Yet here you are, still spotting that drip when you think you're done. Why? Because most of those tricks treat the symptom, not the cause. Let's break down the 3 biggest myths. 1. The shake till you drop. That full-body shimmy feels satisfying, but all you're doing is sloshing residual urine around, sometimes deeper into those urethral pouches. It's like shaking a half-full soda can. You might move the liquid, but you won't empty the can. 2. The leg cross lockdown. Squeezing your thighs together might clamp down on the urethra momentarily, but it also risks cutting off circulation and tensing the wrong muscles. Those inner thigh squeezes don't engage the precise pelvic floor fibers you need to finish the job. 3. The 1-foot balancing act. We've all seen or tried that cartoonish trick, hop on 1 foot to let gravity help. The problem? You end up hunched over, cramping your bladder's ability to contract fully. Instead of aiding flow, you're creating pressure points that trap droplets. All of these hacks share a fatal flaw. They rely on compensation, pressing on the pipe externally instead of addressing the actual mechanics inside. And while they might give you a fleeting sense of control, they don't build lasting strength, improve tissue tone, or correct the subtle anatomical kinks that cause dribbling in the first place. In other words, you wouldn't treat a weak bicep by taping it down, you'd train it with targeted exercises. The same principle applies here. It's time to ditch the gimmicks and focus on approaches that strengthen, support, and optimize the very system you're trying to fix. Coming up next, a twist you didn't see coming: a simple bathroom posture hack that preps your pelvis for perfect emptying. No toe balancing required. The twist you didn't see coming. Okay, gentlemen, brace yourselves, for here comes the curveball that turns everything you thought you knew about peeing on its head. Forget balancing acts or thigh squeezes. The secret lies in a simple bathroom posture shift that primes your pelvis for a flawless finish before you even start. Here's the trick: instead of standing tall like a soldier at attention, lean forward at about a 30-degree angle. Think of it as the gentleman's bow. You're tipping toward the toilet, not away. This angle straightens the path from your bladder to the exit valve, reducing kinks and pockets where drops like to hide. Imagine your urethra as a garden hose running under a tree branch. When the branch sags, the hose dips and water pools. By leaning forward, you lift the branch, letting the water flow freely straight down. Simple physics, zero gymnastic talent required. Now don't go overboard. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart for stability. Place one hand lightly on the tank or seat for balance, and let your upper body hinge from the hips, not from your lower back. Your back stays straight, core engaged like you're about to bow on a stage. With this position dialed in, engage a slow, controlled squeeze of your pelvic floor. Yes, the very same muscles you've been meaning to train. Hold for a count of 3. Release. Then repeat 2 more times before you start peeing. This primes the pump and clears the path. Once you begin, maintain that forward lean throughout your entire stream. Keep your core slightly braced and imagine you're winding up to fire a cannon, steady, purposeful contraction, not a frantic flutter. As the flow slows, hold the contraction one last time for a final flush that empties every last drop. Sounds almost too easy, right? But this posture hack alone can reduce residual volume by up to 30%. No equipment, no prescription, no awkward dances. It resets the anatomy in real time, optimizing drainage every time you go. In the next sections, we'll build on this foundation with targeted exercises, dietary boosts, and a bonus towel trick that gives you mechanical backup. But remember, every journey to dribble free starts with your stance. Master the lean, and you're already halfway to victory. Natural fix, Numeri 1, pelvic floor, power pump. All right, now that you've mastered the gentleman's bow, it's time to turn those pelvic floor muscles into a powerhouse that squeezes out every last drop. I call this the pelvic floor power pump. Here's how it works. 1. Get into position, stand with your feet hip-width apart, slight bend in the knees, lean forward at about 30 degrees, your go-to dribble-free stance. Hands resting lightly on the edge of the sink or toilet tank for balance. 2. Find the spot you're looking for, the set of muscles you use to stop the flow midstream. If you've never tried a Kegel, imagine you're biting down on a grape with your pelvic muscles, gentle, not a full-body clench. 3. Pump sequence. O, squeeze, tighten those pelvic floor muscles hard as if you're trying to squeeze out the very last drop of urine and hold for a count of 3. O, release, fully relax for a count of 3. O, repeat. That's 1 rep. You'll do 3 reps to prime the pump before peeing. 4. Why it works. The pre-void compression helps collapse any tiny urethral pouches, pushing residual urine into the mainstream. You're essentially giving your bladder a mini warm-up, so when you actually go, it's ready to fire on all cylinders. 5. Avoid these rookie mistakes. O, holding your breath. Breath is life even for Kegels. Inhale before you squeeze, exhale during the contraction. O, using the wrong muscles. No glutes, no thighs, no abs. Keep the squeeze focused down below. O, rush mode. 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Don't rush the tempo. 6. Post-P power pump. After you finish, stay in your forward lean stance and do 1 more triple rep set. Think of it as the spotter for your main lift. This final squeeze helps clear whatever didn't make it out during the main event. Over time, aim to work up to 3 full sets pre-P and post-P every time you visit the bathroom. Consistency here translates directly to control. Within a few weeks, you'll notice that your power pump squeezes less gently and more like a vice because those muscle fibers are rebuilding stronger and tighter. Next, we'll boost your results from the inside out with a simple daily drink that flushes and tones your urinary tract lining. Spoiler alert, it involves lemons. Natural Fix Number 2, the citrus flush. Now that your pelvic floor power pump is firing on all cylinders, let's give the rest of your urinary tract a little wake-up call with what I call the citrus flush. This isn't a margarita party, it's a warm lemon water ritual that flushes toxins, tightens tissue tone, and primes your urethra for peak performance. Here's how to do it. 1. Morning ritual. Set up first thing after you wake up, but before coffee, boil about 8 ounces of water. Pour it into your favorite mug. 2. Lemon prep. Slice half a fresh lemon. Roll it on the countertop to soften those juices, then squeeze it into your hot water. No bottled stuff. Fresh lemons pack natural citric acid and vitamin C, which help firm up mucosal linings. 3. Sip strategy. Take 5 slow, deliberate sips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth between each one. Think of it as a mini mindfulness exercise for your bladder and urethra. Aim to finish within 3 minutes. 4. Why it works. Citric acid stimulates blood flow and collagen production in your urinary tract lining, helping tissues stay springy and less prone to pouching. Vitamin C acts like a little bodyguard, reducing inflammation so that your urethra can snap back into shape after each void. 5. Bonus boost. If you tolerate it, add a pinch of ground ginger or a drop of raw honey. Ginger's anti-inflammatory properties can calm any underlying irritation, while honey's mild prebiotic effect supports healthy flora in your bladder. 6. Consistency is key. Make the citrus flush a daily habit. 5 days on, 2 days off if you like a weekend break. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice you need fewer repeat wipes and fewer midday dribble check-ins. 7. Pair with power pump. For maximum results, perform 1 round of your pelvic floor power pump immediately after your citrus flush. Those tissues are primed and hydrated, so each squeeze delivers an even stronger workout. By incorporating this simple drink into your morning routine, you're not only supporting full bladder emptying, you're also building long-term tissue resilience. Say goodbye to dribble dread and hello to a morning ritual that's as refreshing as it is effective. Natural Fix Number 3, Herbal Whisper Tea. Now that we've flushed and pumped, let's introduce a herbal ally I call the Herbal Whisper Tea, so named because it softly supports your urinary tract, strengthening tone without any harsh side effects. Picture this: a warm, soothing cup that not only relaxes you, but gently tightens the very tissues that need it most. Here's the blend. Parsley. Yes, the humble garnish on your dinner plate becomes a potent diuretic that encourages complete bladder emptying. Nettle, packed with minerals like magnesium and calcium nettle, helps nourish and tighten connective tissues. Horsetail. A traditional remedy rich in silica horsetail supports collagen production for resilient mucosal linings. Brew it like this: 1, measure and combine. Add 1 teaspoon each of dried parsley, nettle leaves, and horsetail into a tea infuser or a small muslin bag. 2. Steep. Pour 8 ounces of just boiled water over the herbs and let steep for 5 to 7 minutes, no longer, or you risk bitterness. 3. Sip slowly. Take small sips, letting the warm liquid coat your urethral pathway as it travels. Aim for 1 cup mid-morning and another mid-afternoon. Why it works: parsley's mild diuretic effect helps clear leftover urine residues, reducing pooling. Nettle fortifies the surrounding fascia, giving your urethra a supportive corset that resists sagging. Horsetail's silica content boosts collagen synthesis, keeping the lining springy so it snaps back immediately when you engage those pelvic muscles. Integrate with your routine. Sip your first cup 60 minutes after breakfast, ideally right before a bathroom visit. Enjoy your second cup roughly 2 hours later. Continue your pelvic floor power pump. Do a quick triple set of squeezes before and after each bathroom break. Over the first week, you'll notice that your urgencies feel sharper and your voids feel more complete. By week 2, the subtle tightening should translate into fewer surprise dribbles and a greater sense of control you can actually feel. A note on taste: if the blend is too earthy, add a teaspoon of raw honey or a slice of lemon. Not only does this improve flavor, but it adds a mild anti-inflammatory boost. Next up, we'll combine modern stretches with this herbal support in the Daily Tighten Twist Stretch, your ticket to Supercharge pelvic strength. Stick around. Section 9, Daily Tighten Twist Stretch. Now that your muscles are waking up and your tissues are tightening, let's add a dynamic movement I call the Tighten Twist. Think of this as the superhero stretch that recruits your lower abs, obliques, and pelvic floor in one fluid motion, no fancy equipment required. Here's how to perform it. 1. Starting stance stand, with feet slightly wider than hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Extend your arms straight out to the sides at shoulder height, like you're making a T. Keep your core engaged and shoulders relaxed. 2. The twist. Inhale and rotate. On an inhale, twist your torso to the left, pivoting on your right heel. Let your right hip follow the motion so your pelvis turns with your upper body. Imagine wringing out a wet towel. Engage the pelvic floor. At the end of the twist, tighten your pelvic floor muscles for a count of 3. Feel that lift in your lower core. Exhale and return exhale as you unwind back to center, keeping your arms level and core braced. 3. Repeat opposite. Perform the same inhale, twist, exhale, return sequence to the right side, this time tightening your pelvic floor at the twist peak. 4. Tempo and reps. Move at a controlled tempo. 2 seconds to twist, hold, and squeeze for 3 seconds, 2 seconds to return. That's 1 rep. Aim for a set of 8 twists per side. Point 5. Why it works. The rotational component activates the obliques and lower abs, creating downward traction on the pelvic floor, like a mini pump that encourages fluid clearance. Combined with the intentional Kegel squeeze at the twist's apex, you're literally wringing out residual urine from those stubborn pouches. 6. Common pitfalls. Over-twisting. Stop when your pelvis and shoulders align at about 45 degrees. No need to force a full 90. Shrugging shoulders. Keep shoulders relaxed. Let the twist come from your core, not your neck. Shallow breathing. Coordinate breath with movement for maximal muscle engagement. Sebrans integration tips. Pre-bathroom primer. Do 1 mini set, 4 twists per side immediately before your power pump to warm up the entire core pelvic unit. Midday mobility. Sneak in a full set after lunch or during a work break to combat post-meal sluggishness in your pelvic floor. Picture yourself as a Greek statue brought to life, strong, lean, and twist-ready. No toga required. By incorporating the Tighten Twist into your daily routine, you're building a flexible, responsive support network around your bladder and urethra. Over time, this dynamic stretch will help reduce residual pooling and give your pelvic floor an extra edge when it's time to empty out. Next, I've got a bonus mechanical hack that uses nothing more than a folded towel to guarantee a clean finish coming right up. Bonus technique, the towel fold method. Here's a little bathroom MacGyver move I call the towel fold method. It's simple, discreet, and gives your pelvic floor a mechanical assist for that last stubborn drop. 1. Grab a small towel. Keep a clean hand-sized towel within arm's reach of your toilet. Think guest bathroom quality, soft but absorbent. 2. Fold for precision. Fold the towel into a neat rectangle about the size of your palm. You want a firm, consistent thickness, no floppy edges. 3. Placement position. After you finish peeing in your optimal forward lean stance, slide the folded towel gently under the base of your urethra, right at the perineum. You're essentially creating a soft wedge that applies light upward pressure. 4. Final squeeze. With the towel in place, perform a single strong pelvic floor power pump squeeze. Think of it as a spotter for your muscles. The towel channels the force back into your urethra, helping to expel any hidden droplets. 5. Wipe and dispose. Lift the towel straight up, no dragging, and lightly dab any moisture. Toss it into the laundry basket or wash immediately. 6. Why it works. The folded towel acts like an external guide supporting the natural contraction of your pelvic floor against the urethra. It closes off tiny pouches and gives your muscles a clear surface to push against, perfect for those final milliliters. 7. Keep it light. You only need the towel on for a second or two. Too long and you risk dampness. Too short and you lose the assist. Aim for a brisk 1-2 squeeze sequence. Who knew a humble towel could become your secret weapon? Consider it your Swiss Army knife for dribble defense. Use this technique anytime you need extra confidence, travel work, or that first coffee of the morning. It's quick, no fuss, and blends seamlessly with all your other routines. Up next, we'll bring it all together with a quick recap and your personal 5-minute daily routine to keep you dribble-free for good. Supercharge with Nitric Boost. Now, if you really want to take your dribble defenses to the next level, it's time to introduce a powerhouse ally. Nitric Boost. This isn't just another supplement, it's a precision formula designed to enhance vascular tone, improve blood flow, and support muscular contractions in your pelvic region. Here's the lowdown. First thing in the morning, mix 1 scoop of Nitric Boost into 8 ounces of water or your citrus flush lemon water. Stir until dissolved, no gritty aftertaste here, and drink it down about 20 minutes before your first bathroom visit. The key ingredient L-citrulline converts to L-arginine in your body, which then boosts nitric oxide production. That's fancy talk for a smoother, stronger flow in every blood vessel, including the tiny capillaries around your bladder and urethra. As the nitric oxide levels rise, you'll notice a subtle warming sensation, a good sign that circulation is peaking. This improved blood flow helps firm up the urethral lining, keeping it resilient against pouching. It also delivers more oxygen and nutrients to your pelvic floor muscles, so each pelvic floor power pump is like a supercharged workout set. Users often report that within 2 weeks of daily use, their pre- and post-pee squeezes feel noticeably firmer, as if their pelvic floor went from bench pressing 50 pounds to 100. Mike, a 62-year-old retiree, told me he finally stopped worrying about surprise dribbles at his weekly golf league. He says, "It's like my bladder and pelvic floor finally learned to high-five each other." For best results, stack Nitric Boost with your Tighten Twist stretch mid-morning. A second scoop in your Herbal Whisper tea or mixed into a smoothie around lunchtime can sustain nitric oxide levels throughout the day. Just be mindful of timing. Avoid taking it within 2 hours of bedtime to keep your sleep uninterrupted. Remember, Nitric Boost is all natural, no synthetic stimulants or jittery side effects, and it plays perfectly with our other techniques. By combining improved tissue tone, enhanced muscle contraction, and optimized circulation, you'll close the book on post-void dribble once and for all. Ready to make every bathroom visit a dribble-free success story? Incorporate Nitric Boost into your routine starting today, and get ready to say goodbye to those last-minute drops. Real-life success story, meet Mike. 62 years young, lifelong golf enthusiast and self-proclaimed master of driving the ball, but not always the master of driving his bladder dry. A few weeks ago, Mike was convinced his weekly golf league would end in humiliation after yet another dribble mishap on the green. He tried all the old tricks, the shimmy, the leg squeeze, even a single leg balancing act that left him more wobbly than his first putting attempt. One morning, Mike decided to give this new routine a shot. Citrus Flush Power Pump Titan Twist the whole 9 yards, plus a scoop of Nitric Boost mixed in his lemon water. He stuck to it for 7 days straight. On day 8, he strolled into the clubhouse restroom, leaned forward, squeezed and waited. Nothing. No drip, no surprise moisture, just a clean finish. He walked out zipped up and did something he hadn't done in years. He high-fived himself in the mirror. At the next league meet, Mike was so confident he told his buddies, "No more wet tracks on my boxers, fellas. I'm officially dribble-free." His friend Jim nearly fell off his golf cart laughing, mostly because the old Mike would have been back in the bathroom 5 minutes later swearing at the porcelain. Now, Mike's biggest problem is deciding which chamber of his locker to store the extra towels because he hasn't used one in weeks. His triumph isn't about vanity, it's about dignity. He told me, "It's like my bladder and I finally got on the same team. No more bench warmers, just a clean sweep every time." So if Mike can go from dribble warrior to bathroom boss in just over a week, trust me, you're closer to a similar victory than you think. And hey, if all else fails, at least you've got a great punchline for your next round of golf. Quick action recap. All right, let's hit the highlights so you've got a playbook at your fingertips. Posture, hack lean. Forward at 30 degrees, your gentleman's bow to straighten the flow path. A pelvic floor power pump. 3 slow squeezes and releases before and after peeing to collapse pouches and prime your pump. Citrus Flush warm, lemon water first thing in the morning to firm up tissues and reduce inflammation. Herbal Whisper Tea Parsley Nettle and Horsetail blend twice daily for diuretic, mineral, and collagen support. Titan Twist is Stretch 8, controlled torso twist per side, engaging your pelvic floor at the peak to wring out residual urine. Towel Fold Method. A quick mechanical assist to fold a towel slide under the perineum and squeeze to catch that final drop. Nitric Boost Stack 1 scoop with your morning citrus flush, an optional midday second dose to enhance blood flow, tissue tone, and muscle power. By combining these techniques, posture-targeted exercises, cleansing drinks, herbal support, strategic stretches, clever hacks, and smart supplementation, you're attacking post-void dribbling from every angle. No more awkward checks, no more damp surprises, no more ditching social plans to double-check your boxers. Keep this recap handy, print it, screenshot it, even tattoo it if you must, just kidding. The real key is consistency. Perform each step every day, and you'll transform from dribble warrior to drip defeater in just a few weeks. Up next, I'll show you how to weave everything into a simple 5-minute daily routine you can follow without missing a beat. Your 5-minute daily routine. Here's how to stitch every technique into a seamless 5-minute ritual you can do before work, after lunch, or whenever you've got a free moment. 1. Zero 30 citrus and nitric power-up. Mix half a lemon plus 1 scoop of Nitric Boost in 8 oz of warm water. Sip, intentionally priming tissues and circulation. 2. 30 pre-pee warm-up. Slip into your forward lean stance. Perform the pelvic floor power pump. 3 slow squeezes, 3 sec on, 3 sec off. Freak 01 center or Titan Twist activation. Stand feet wide, arms in T. Do 4 controlled twists per side, engaging the pelvic floor at each peak. 4 your 30 main event. Head to the loo in your gentleman's bow posture. Fully maintaining your lean and a steady core brace. Ongoer 2 03 sugar push P pump. Remain in position and hit the power pump again. 3 final squeezes. Session 03 01 Herbal Whisper Tea. Brew 1 cup of parsley nettle horsetail tea. Sip, slowly letting warmth soothe and tone. Sebro little for 01 Shinksur towel fold finale. Fold a small towel, place under perineum for 1 last squeeze. Dab any residual moisture, discard towel, and you're done. 5 minutes, 7 steps, 0 dribble. Make this your morning non-negotiable, and you'll sail through every bathroom break with confidence. Ready to commit. Let's close the chapter on dribble drama for good. Wrap up. Now that you've got all the tools, it's time to put them into action. Here's your roadmap. 1. Commit for 30 days. Start today and follow the 5-minute daily routine every morning. Consistency compounds results. 2. Track your progress. Keep a simple journal note, any dribble incidents or the lack thereof. Celebrate small wins like a full week without surprises. 3. Share your win. Join our dribble-free challenge in the comments below. Tell us your story and connect with other men on the same journey. 4. Grab your Nitric Boost. If you haven't already, click the link in the description to get your supply. Remember, timing matters. Use it with your citrus flush for peak performance. Your bathroom breaks are about to become the highlight of your day. No more awkward sprints, no more damp hems. You've learned the posture, the exercises, the rituals, the stretch, the towel trick, and the ultimate supplement hack. Now it's up to you to put it all together. So go ahead, take that first step, lean in, squeeze tight, and toast your new dribble-free life with a refreshing sip of lemony Nitric Boost. Your future self and your boxers will thank you. Before you go, do me a favor. If this video helped you ditch the dribble, tap that like button, drop a comment with your progress. Share this with a buddy who needs it, and of course, hit subscribe and ring the so you never miss another dribble busting tip. Let's build that dribble-free community together.